Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of NIO, ticker symbol NIO, which closed the day at a price of $6.03 on February 6th, going up just over 12% on the day. And so it's looking pretty strong. And so I just wanted to follow up on last week's video because some pretty key things happened that I actually called in the last video. And then also during a stream, I was looking at the NIO chart and actually updated a trend line that, I think is pretty key in identifying the levels that I went over in last week's video. And so I do think it is a great idea to tune in for the live streams. I do those Sunday nights and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, following the streams, I will put timestamps on those so you can find the ticker that you're looking for pretty easily. So I'd recommend checking those out. But anyways, back to the chart looking at NIO. So what I went over in last week's video was price coming down to $5.43 based on this Fibonacci retracement coming down to the 1618 extension of that retracement. And so what happened was on, January 31st, we saw a low on that day of, $5.43. So pretty remarkable. I did have an order placed there for $5.43, but it was not filled, unfortunately. But I left that order. I waited. I was patient. And on February 2nd, so that would be on Friday of last week, we did see a dip down to a low of $5.43. On that day, order was filled, so I was pretty happy. And then just yesterday, February 5th, we saw a dip lower going down to $5.30. So I was pretty surprised by that. I lost a lot of confidence in this retracement and where price was going. But then during the stream on Sunday, which would have been, on the 4th, so just before this down day, I adjusted this white downtrend because during that stream, I had looked back to see where it originated from and noticed that this pivot point here was based on the based on the open of June 1st. And so I adjusted that to be at $7 a share, so the low of that day, because I was curious to see how that looked relative to that Fibonacci level at $5.43. And really, it overlapped perfectly, just so beautifully with that fib level. And but then, following that stream on Monday, dipped below to $5.30. So I, again, had kind of been losing some confidence in this analysis. But then, as we saw today, with not only a 12% move, but a gap up, showing a lot of strength, closing just 2 cents lower than the high. The high was $6.05 on the day. Does look like it bumped into a little bit of a volume shelf there. And so I do think it's going to be tough to get above right around, $6.14. But, with the strength that we've seen today, this big pop in volume, as well as the RSI still being low, though, only at 41.41. So plenty of room to get up to 70 before being overbought. And so with that, I do think that we could be moving towards $7 a share, or perhaps filling this gap at $7.16. Ideally, making the run up to, like I went over in last week's video, the 618 of this retracement, which is at a price of $7.99, or right around $8. But, getting to $7, that is really going to be key. And what I suspect we might see is some consolidation here around $6, ideally above it, ideally above $6.15. Forming a bull flag before a breakout to continue higher to test $7. So, I'm feeling really good about this. The retracement played out beautifully. The fake out, I'm sure that some people lost confidence there, maybe had some stop losses below these levels. But, that fake out did what it had to do, and now we're gapping up, showing some strength. So I'm pretty excited about NIO for the weeks ahead. I hope you are too. But those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video and share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.